Why couldn't anyone keep the crown? In 1471, England finally seemed at peace. Edward IV had returned from exile, which is when a person is forced to leave a country and banned from return. Edward IV returned anyway and defeated his old ally Warwick, the Kingmaker, at the Battle of Barnet. He also beat Margaret of Anjou's army at Tewkesbury. Soon after, Henry VI, the previous king, died quietly in the Tower of London after being locked away and starved to death by Edward. Edward IV was king again. Surely now England could settle down. Edward IV was a strong and respected king who ruled peacefully for 12 years. But in 1483, his sudden death threw England back into confusion. His young son, Edward V, was only 12 years old and too young to rule alone. So his uncle Richard, Duke of Gloucester, was meant to protect and guide him. But Richard had his own plans. Instead of protecting his nephew, Richard took the crown for himself and became King Richard III. Shortly after this, young Edward V and his brother mysteriously vanished from the Tower of London. Many people believed Richard had ordered their murder to strengthen his hold on power. Richard's actions shocked England. Even though he wore the crown, many people no longer trusted him. Powerful nobles who once supported Richard now saw him as a dangerous traitor who had betrayed his own family. England was filled with suspicion and anger. Why was the crown so difficult to keep? Becoming king didn't always mean you were safe or that people would stay loyal to you. Winning battles wasn't enough if betrayal, revenge, and ambition were always close by. Even close family could turn against each other because of mistrust and plotting. Richard III's short rule showed that fear and force might win a crown, but they couldn't guarantee lasting power. The crown itself became a symbol of trouble rather than strength. Richard's enemies, angry about his betrayal, began planning to remove him. Now, think about these questions. 1. What happened at the battles of Barnet and Tewkesbury, and why were these important? 2. Who were Edward IV, Richard III, and why are they key figures? 3. Why do you think people turned against Richard III, even though he was king?